guys. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my makeup, my everyday makeup routine. I did a thing on Instagram where I told people to ask me questions, and now I have some questions, so I'm going to be answering them while I do my makeup. So I don't use foundation just because I'm bad at it and it ends up looking bad every time. So I start with this NYX Wonder Stick. It has like concealer on one end. Oh wait, that's not concealer. Concealer on one end and contour on the other end. So I just take the concealer and put it all over my red. Get that out of there. So the first question I have is, are you single? Sadly, I am single. I am. I have been single for 1 year. Next one I have is, what is your height? I'm 5'6". I like to say I'm 5'7", but I'm kidding myself. I'm really not. So yeah, I'm like 5'6.5". I don't know, I'm 5'6". Next question I have is, if you didn't have to think about money and you could do whatever you want with your life, what would you do? It's a tough question. I also use this concealer. It's Maybelline and it's like the Master Conceal Camouflage. I bought this because it said camouflage and I was like, oh, I need that. It actually works pretty well, so I put this like kind of all over my face as well. So if I didn't have money, or if I didn't have to think about money and I could do whatever I want, I would definitely travel a lot. I think all I would do is travel. I would take my friends with me. Like, I'd probably put their lives on hold and make them come with me. I would buy my dad a red Lamborghini. It's an inside joke. I always tell him I'm gonna buy him a red Lamborghini. So I would make sure my family's set and like my family's comfortably living and everything. And then I would make my friends come travel with me. I go everywhere. And I don't know if they wanted to settle down. We would all live together because that's happening. And I don't know. Tough question because there's a lot of things I would want to do if I didn't have to think about money. But definitely just go places. Like, I don't know. And like, if I wanted to like settle down, I would have like a little place where like, I don't need a huge mansion, but I mean, obviously that'd be nice, but I would want somewhere where I'm super comfortable and like I can go outside and there's like a beach or mountains or something nice like that. But I would definitely travel with my friends and like it would be so fun. What's your fave movie? My fave movie? I really like Burlesque. Tessa, you asked me this question and you asked me what my favorite movie was, and you also told me to watch Burlesque, and I really liked Burlesque, so that's probably my favorite movie right now. It was really good. So Burlesque is my favorite movie. I really don't know how to do this. I just like started doing it and then I put a little on my nose as well. I suck at doing makeup, so like this video is kind of stupid, but I'm just showing you what I do every day. What are your fave clothing items right now? Well, lately I've been really into like girly stuff like dresses and skirts and stuff like that, so I just got some. So I think this is my favorite dress right now. I've showed it in like 2 of my videos, but it's like just like this bleach wash. It's like the cutest thing. I really like this skirt. It's like green. Green is my favorite color right now. So those are my favorite clothing items right now, I think. Even though I can't really wear them because we're in quarantine, but it's fine. I really like blush, but I don't have any good blush, so I've been using just like e.l.f. blush. And I take a little brush. I don't even know if this is for blush, but I just take it and I put it on my cheeks. My nose. My nose a little less, but I think I like when blush is like all the way across. I don't know, I think it's cute. What is your weight? I'm 100 pounds. Career plans. I'd like to know as well my career plans. I don't really have any solid career plans right now. I'm just working on my associate's degree and finishing that up, but I really don't know what my path is yet. I'm really interested in orthodontistry, but being an orthodontist takes like 8 years of schooling, which is like the same as being a doctor. So then I'm like, okay, why would I take 8 years being an orthodontist when I could be a doctor? But also blood makes me squeamish. So I love medical. Like, anatomy is so amazing to me and I've always loved studying it. I always like ace anatomy classes and stuff, but like nursing I know I couldn't do because it's not like blood that makes me squeamish, it's the needles. I hate needles, like just the way you have to put it into a little vein. It just makes me so squeamish. I don't know why, and I wish it didn't, but you know, I can't really help that. And I feel like I could get over it, but I don't really know. But I'm really into medical, orthodontistry. Being a flight attendant would be cool for a while, but I heard that's hard to get into. Yeah, I'm really undecided on my career plans, so I'm just kind of going with the flow right now and finishing my AA, and then I'm gonna start like actually getting down on figuring stuff out. So I don't really know. I use e.l.f. eyebrow gel. Yeah, I like there's like nothing left, but it works really good. And I just use like this random eyebrow brush. Eyebrows are pretty filled in because I did them this morning, so I'm just gonna like touch them up. I'm like Chinese, so my eyebrows are really light when I'm not wearing makeup, which I hate. And I tried dyeing them one time, but it like wore off. I tried just doing them brown because they're like a grayish color when I don't have makeup on. I don't know. So I tried dyeing them, but I don't remember if it really worked or not. So I might try it again, but I don't know. Another question. What's the #1 thing on your bucket list? That is a really hard question because there's a lot of stuff I still want to do. I want to buy my dad a red Lamborghini. That's a stretch. That is a hard task, but we've always had this inside joke like, oh, when you're rich, you gotta buy me a red Lamborghini. And even my senior quote in the yearbook was, my dad deserves a red Lamborghini, so when I'm rich, that's the first thing I'm gonna buy. So, that's not really a bucket list thing, but that's something I'm gonna accomplish. But other than that, I already skydived. That was on my bucket list. I really wanted to do that for a long time. I think one thing I really want to do is go on like, one thing, I want to live with my friends for at least a month of my life. We've always had this plan that we're gonna live together because we've lived together at each other's houses like summers and stuff and like spent a lot of time together, but I want to have a house with them and wake up and cook them breakfast so we just jam out all day. I don't know, that's one thing on my bucket list. I want to live with them for like a month at least. I curl my eyelashes with this one. I don't know where I got it. I think I got this one from Marshall's. It's kind of shitty, but it works. But if I don't curl my eyelashes, it's all types of bad because I have really small eyelashes. Like 6 people asked me how's my day going. My day's going good. I woke up, I went by my pool with my sister. We made some Cinnabons. That was fun. But I always put a little bit of pink. It's actually the blush I use, but I put just a little bit on my eyelids because it brightens up my eyes a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, my day's going good. You know, I wasn't gonna film because I was tired, but I was like, whatever, I'm fine. I watched some Netflix. That was fun. And then this mascara is so perfect. I've used it for years. It's Maybelline New York Lash Sensational. And they have like black, blackest black, brownish black. They have all these shades, but I always get blackest black. And it works so good. Like, I would highly recommend trying out this mascara. The brush looks like that. How many siblings do you have? I have 8 siblings. 2 are step, 2 are half, and 4 are full blood brothers. I have 4 sisters and 4 brothers. No, I'm never bored with a bunch of siblings. I like having siblings because there's always something to do. There's always someone to fight, and they keep me company, especially during quarantine. Rent yourself a sister for quarantine. I highly recommend it. I kind of hate doing my mascara because it just takes so long. And then if I mess up, I scream. Okay, I think I answered. How do you get into thrifting and fashion? So I haven't always been super into fashion. Like when I was younger, I went through a weird emo stage or like gothic stage, and I like shopped at Hot Topic, and I hated like dressing up. I would never wear like strappy shirts. I would always wear jeans and like long sleeves just to like cover myself because I didn't want the attention, and you know, like I was so insecure. So then one time I ended up wearing shorts. It was elementary school, and I wore shorts, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, I've never even seen your skin and stuff. And I don't know, I haven't always been super into fashion, but I don't know, my best friend growing up, she was super into fashion, and she was always hopping on, like she wouldn't even hop on the trends. She would find them before everyone, and just like her fashion was so good, and it kind of inspired me, like, damn, you look good, I want to look good. So then, like, I don't know, like we would go shopping together, and I followed a bunch of like fashion pages on Instagram, and just like, I don't know, I experimented with like what I like, and I still don't have really like a set fashion sense. I kind of like have different days, and I'm like, okay, today I feel like wearing all black, today I feel like being girly, today I feel like being an emo 12-year-old boy. I don't know, I still don't really have a fashion, I would say. I just like kind of like can put together anything, and like if I like the way it looks, I'll wear it. But yeah, just pretty much like inspiration from like models I see on Instagram, or like fashion shows, like stuff like that. Like stuff I see online is like where I get most of my inspiration from. And my friends have really good style. And thrifting, I haven't always been into thrifting. When I was younger, we actually, since I have so many siblings, my dad thought it would be a good idea for us to thrift for like back to school clothes. So he'd say like, okay, you can get a couple things at the mall, you know, splurge, but the rest of the stuff we're gonna try and thrift. And I hated the idea of it. I thought that like, since we didn't have like a lot of money, like to go get everything at the mall. I was like, oh my god, we're so poor, like I don't want to thrift. So I would just go and be so close-minded, and my sisters would be having a blast like thrifting, finding old stuff, but like I was kind of like, I don't want to thrift, like we're poor. Like back in like elementary school. But when thrifting kind of became like trendy, I started realizing like there's nothing wrong with thrifting. Like you can find such cool shit at the thrift shop, like stuff that like you would never find anywhere else, and like super unique stuff. And then I started making like thrift shop hauls and like really enjoying it, and I don't know, kind of just like, experimenting with like different stuff you can actually find at the thrift shop. So I started getting into it, so I really like it. I use this is like an eyebrow stick, and I warm it up kind of by putting it on my hand because it's really like stiff already. Once I put it on my hand a little bit, I use it as eyeliner, just like a little bit right here. I just feel like the brown, it's like not super intense and it looks like more natural, I feel like, than my black eyeliner. And I like using black eyeliner, but for more of a natural look, I kind of just use a little bit of brown like as a wing. I like the way it looks recently. I just feel like it's such a soft look. Like you can barely see it in camera, but I just like the way it looks better than eyeliner right now. Okay. Lip stuff is like my favorite part of makeup. I can get it. So look how small it is. I've had this lip stuff for like literally, I don't know, maybe 2 years now. And I love the way it makes my lips look. I feel like it's my color. It's Maybelline. The words are like literally all gone. But it's in the shade 014 Wild Clover. But I love this stuff. Like I feel like it looks so good. So I use this as a liner. And then I also use just to fill them in like lightly. And then I take this Victoria's Secret. It's just like a lip tint. And it's like pretty much lip gloss, but my sister gave it me for my birthday and I really like it. And it's pretty much just lip gloss, and I go over that. And then I'm done with my makeup. I know it's not much, like I'm kind of bad at makeup. Not really bad at it, I'm just not a makeup guru, but this is how my makeup usually looks when I'm going out, even though I just did it for no reason because I'm not going anywhere. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all the questions I have too. I only got like 12 questions when I asked people to ask me questions. So I answered all of those and my makeup is done. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more content and new videos almost every day during quarantine because I've been filming a lot lately. And I'll see you guys in the next video.